Welcome to Minutes World. Today we are going to see top 10 fighter jets in the world. 10. Mikoyan MiG-31BM Russia. The MiG-31BM is the latest version of the MiG-31 Interceptor, which forms the backbone of Russia's air defenses. The upgraded MiG-31BM received a ground attack capability and became a true multi-role fighter. A project to upgrade Russian interceptors to the MiG-31BM standard was launched in 2010. By 2017, a total of 110 aircraft were reportedly upgraded. This upgrade allowed to extend service life of older aircraft for at least another 15 years. It is planned that all operational MiG-31s will be upgraded. This aircraft is able to undertake long-range interception, precision strike and defense suppression tasks. Both cockpits feature advanced displays allowing the crew to deploy precision-guided munitions. This fighter has a high speed, altitude and rate of climb, however it sacrifices maneuverability in order to achieve these capabilities. The MiG-31BM is among the fastest production aircraft. It can reach a maximum speed of up to 3,000 km per hour. 9. F16 Fighting Falcon, USA. The F16 Fighting Falcon is one of the most popular fighters in the world. It has been adopted by many air forces around the world from Turkey to Brazil. It was originally developed by General Dynamics during the 1970s and first entered service for the US in the late 1970s. The F-16 has since proven its worth in combat and is the main fighter for many countries' air forces. It was initially developed as a pure air superiority fighter but has since added more strings to its bow to become a highly capable multi-role fighter. The F-16 has been steadily improved over the years with its most recent variant, the F-16V, possessing many enhancements to keep it up to date with other fighters around the world. 8. Eurofighter Typhoon, Germany, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom. In 1986 the Eurofighter Consortium was formed by Germany, Italy, the UK and, later, Spain, to develop a new multi-role combat aircraft, optimized as a beyond visual range interceptor with a secondary ground attack capability. This aircraft carries advanced European-designed missiles. It is fitted with a very modern and comprehensive avionics package. It is claimed that Typhoon is half as combat effective as the American F-22 Raptor. It is an approximate estimate, however it seems that Typhoon is superior to the F-15, French Rafale, evolved Russian Su-27 variants and many other aircraft. The Eurofighter Typhoon will form the cornerstone of European air power until well into the 21st century. 7. Dassault Rafale, France. The Rafale is in service both with the French Air Force and Navy. This multi-role fighter features some of the very latest avionics systems. Also some measures were taken to reduce radar cross-section of this aircraft. This aircraft is very maneuverable. The Rafale can track 40 targets and fire at 4 targets simultaneously. This aircraft can hold its own against the latest versions of the American F-16. The Dassault Rafale will form the cornerstone of French air power until well into the 21st century. 6. Sukhoi Su35 Russia. The Su-35 multi-role fighter is a significantly developed version of the Su-27. It is being offered for export as a replacement for the Su-27 and MiG-29 fighters. In 2012 it has been adopted by the Russian Air Force. Developers refer the Su-35 as 4++ generation fighter. It is a very fast and highly maneuverable fighter with very long range, high altitude capability and heavy armament. It poses a great threat to Western 4+ generation fighters. The Su-35 is primarily an air superiority fighter. However, it has secondary air-to-ground capability. This aircraft can carry enormous amount of weapons. It has 12 wing and fuselage hardpoints and can carry ordnance with a maximum weight of up to 8,000 kg. Its large and powerful engines give it ability to supercruise for a long time. Also its engines allow to reach supersonic speeds without using an afterburner. Engines have a 3-dimensional thrust vectoring and make this aircraft very maneuverable. However, Russia still lags behind in the development, acquisition and employment of some of the latest technologies. Recently the new Sukhoi Su57, previously known as Pak-F8 stealthy multi-role fighter was developed in Russia and reached initial production. First operational aircraft were planned to be delivered to the Russian Air Force in 2018. 5. Boeing F/A-180F Super Hornet, USA. Currently the Super Hornet is the most capable US Navy's multi-role fighter. It is based on the aircraft carriers can attack both air and surface targets. The Super Hornet is also in service with Australia as the main fighter aircraft. The FA-180F is a larger and more capable derivative of the FA-18C Hornet. The Super Hornet is fitted with new engines. It has additional hardpoints and can carry more missiles. This aircraft has extended range due to larger internal storage of fuel. The Super Hornet also has improved avionics. Some measures were taken to reduce radar cross-section of this aircraft. 4. Chengdu J20 China. The Chengdu J20 is the new China's stealth fighter. It was designed to compete against 5th-generation fighters, such as the US F-22 Raptor, and advanced 4th-generation fighters, such as the Russian Su-57, previously known as PAK-FA. It is speculated that development of the J-20 was assisted by the Russian MiG Aviation Company. Low-rate initial production of this stealthy aircraft commenced in 2015. First operational J-20 stealthy fighters were delivered to Chinese Air Force in 2016. This stealthy fighter was officially adopted by China's Air Force in 2017. During the last decade, China has taken a more transparent approach to its military programs. Still, though there is little official information on this plane, the new J-20 is a medium and long-range air superiority fighter, which might also have a secondary ground attack capability. The new Chinese warplane is an advanced 4th-generation fighter, rather than a true 5th-generation fighter. 3. Sukhoi Su57 Russia. The Su57 is a new Russian fighter aircraft. It started life of the PAK-FA, or Future Frontline Aircraft System. In 2017, this aircraft received a regular Su designation. This new stealthy aircraft was designed intended to replace aging MiG-29 and Su-27 fighters. It can be seen as a Russian answer to the US F-22 Raptor. Development of this aircraft commenced in 2001. A prototype was revealed and made its first flight in 2010. It was planned that in 2018 a first batch of 12 pre-production fighters will be delivered to the Russian Air Force. In fact, in 2018 a couple of pre-production Su-57 fighters were deployed in Syria. Full-scale production was planned to begin in 2019. Russian Air Force has a requirement for up to 150 to 200 of these new multi-role fighters. Originally, it was thought that the Su-57 is a stealthy air superiority fighter. However, it turned out that this aircraft has a secondary ground attack capability and can engage surface targets. 2. Lockheed Martin F35 USA. The F35, also known as the Lightning II, is a new multi-role fighter. One of its variants, the F35B, achieved initial operational capability with the US Marine Corps in 2015. The F-35 was developed under a Joint Strike Fighter program, which was intended to replace existing aircraft types with a common fighter. In the near future, the F-35 will replace the AV-8B, A-10, F-16 and F/A-18 warplanes in service with the US military. Also, it is being exported to a number of countries. The F-35 has a configuration similar to that of Lockheed Martin's own F-22 design, however it is slightly smaller and has one engine instead of two. It exploits stealth technology, which reduces its radar cross-section and makes it harder to detect. This multi-role fighter can perform on-air defense missions, close air support and tactical bombing. It is compatible with the latest air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles. 1. Lockheed Martin Boeing F-22 Raptor USA. The F-22 Raptor air superiority fighter is almost invisible to radars. This aircraft carries a powerful array of weaponry. It is the most advanced and most expensive production fighter aircraft to date. Many of sensors and avionics of this plane remain classified. This advanced aircraft was adopted in 2003. It was never offered for export customers, even other allies and NATO countries. Currently, it is the best fighter aircraft ever built. Engines of the Raptor allow the aircraft to supercruise over long ranges, while thrust vectoring nozzles, combined with a XXX fly-by-wire flight control system, make it exceptionally maneuverable. The F-22 started life as a straightforward air superiority fighter. However, since its introduction, this aircraft lacks a formidable air threat from other countries' fighters. Later it evolved towards the multi-role fighter, as ground attack capability was added. Thanks for watching, subscribe my channel and share my videos.